Driving on behalf of Vodafone continues to be our #1 risk globally. Safety is a core value of Vodafone. With your help, we will create a fatality-free future and a safe place of work for all. Keeping drivers safe means we must all focus upon the journey, the vehicle, and the driver.
Hi, my name's Matthew Ray. I'm the Safety and Wellbeing Director for the Vodafone Group. Vodafone was established 30 years ago and is built on technology and innovation. At Vodafone, safe driving is part of our business. It's something that we expect for our supply base. We believe very strongly in driving safety, especially on Vodafone Business. Our aim is to have a fatality-free future.
How will Vodafone work in the future? Everyone driving on behalf of Vodafone will be medically fit. All drivers will be competent and confident. We will consider other ways of achieving tasks that do not involve driving. Every driver will be empowered to stop work if they have a concern. The vehicles we use will be fit for purpose and safe at all times.
Despite the large backdrop of the Project Spring rollouts, investment and upgrade work in 4G LTE, Vodafone clearly take the position that work should be completed with full respect of life. That's your life. Road risk remains our key risk because we have a number of incidents and fatalities each year on the roads. This is something we want to reduce to an absolute zero. To do this, we need to partner with the best telecom suppliers. And in order to facilitate this, we have a safety forum which shares all our best practices with our global supplier base and all those key to driving the success forward. So now let's look at how this has impacted someone on a very personal basis.
I met Kieran many years ago, and I'd love to say it was in a posh champagne bar down the West End of London, but it was in a really dodgy Irish nightclub in North London called Dicey Riley's. I met him on that first night and I knew I was going to marry him. And it turned out that he was my best friend and my soulmate. We'd been together for 5 years when Kieran asked me to marry him, and there wasn't a doubt in my mind that that's what I was going to do. We got married 2 years later, and it was the day of my dreams. It was everything and anything I wanted it to be. And I couldn't have thought of a better way to go forward in life. We were really excited. We were both working at the time, you know, just normal lives. We weren't anything posh, anything fancy, we were just normal people. Kieran loved his job, but it was a job that had huge risk involved in it. And it was something that he was faced with on a daily basis. But like everybody else, he just did his job and really didn't think much about it. Unfortunately, he went to work one day and he didn't come home. The risks caught up with him. And that then devastated our lives. He lost his life, and to a certain extent I lost my life. Because safety process wasn't followed, Kieran didn't come home. And I lost him, all because some simple steps weren't followed. It's in our hands for us to get home safe to our families, because that's why we come to work. We come to work to look after our families. And process and safety and risk assessments, they're there to keep us safe. They're there to make us show us that we can go home safe and that our families can have us. Because taking somebody out of a family destroys that family, and that family isn't a family anymore because you're not there. So just like many of the Vodafone drivers, Kieran went to work just to do his job. And safety was a part of it, but he didn't always think about it. So I'm asking you Vodafone drivers to think about your safety. Think about when you drive. That's your job. So you need to take it in your hands. You need to think of the processes. You need to keep yourself really, really safe so that you can drive home to your families. That you're not just driving for work. That your drive is a drive home. I'm asking you to think about your own safety. Think about when you're tired that you stop. Think about the things that you've been taught. Don't take the shortcuts. Think, if there's something you're not happy with, shout about it. Make sure somebody knows. Just don't do it. If there's somebody else is doing, tell them that you want to go home to your family. stop them, because that's what's important. Vodafone, in their strapline, tell you the power to you. They've given you that power, use that power. You have the power to go home safe and take it.
All employees and contractors working for Vodafone must follow the absolute rules for driving. We always drive safely and legally. We always wear a seatbelt. We always obey the speed limit. We never use a handheld mobile device when driving. And we never work under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Over the past few years, we've made significant improvements around how we manage risk in Vodafone. Our attention now is moving to focus on driver risk. And this is where you individually can make a big impact on our business. With the right behaviours, the right approach, the right attitude to managing driver risk, we can both drive our businesses together forward in a safer way.
Your employer will now take you through your safe system of work, which will include medical fitness and capability to drive, your competence as a driver, planning the journey to keep everyone safe, checking the vehicle is safe prior to driving it, expectations of a safe and responsible driver, what to do if things don't go to plan, and how your employer will support you. We're at our best when you're at yours. Power to you.